Well, a video that isn't a crappy mashup. That's new. Hey there everyone, I'm Kale and I wanted to do something a little different. I'm sure no one has heard my voice on this channel before, or at all on YouTube really. You've probably only heard of me if you had my Discord tag. Even then, this is kind of new terrain for me. All this and even editing is honestly kind of new to me, and I'm still an amateur, as you're going to see of course. How about we get into this video and, well, see what's going to be about, shall we? I am a pretty passionate Sonic fan. Wow, first video and that is what I want my official statement to be. Anyways, I've been with the series since the very beginning. My first game ever was Sonic 2. And since then I've been hooked in this blue little spiky rat. Despite what the community may think of a lot of his outings, one thing that almost everyone in the community can agree on, usually, is the quality of the series' music. Bangers left and right from most games, whether it's the bit pop from the classics to the rock and music of the modern games, not to mention the various genres the series has dabbled with. Before I get into the list, let's just go over a few rules. Rule number 1. This list is subjective. Everything will be based on my opinion and how I feel about the local track, and there will be bias. Rule number 2. It has to be a vocal track. I'm not focusing on just regular music, but songs from the series with vocals. I'm most likely going to make another list with the vocalist tracks, but for this one, there better be some singing, alright? Rule number 3. It has to be a song from the series. And yes, I'm counting the side games like Shadow the Hedgehog if needed. Alright, with the rules in place, let's get into the list. This is the top 10 Sonic vocal tracks. Starting off with our number 10 is a song that I actually haven't given much thought to until a friend of mine came along and showed me the game's soundtrack. Gonna be honest, I haven't really played this game before Gems Collection. Probably how most people experience this game, honestly. Therefore, I didn't give this game much thought, even after playing it. However though, a friend of mine, who happens to be a pretty good speedrunner of Sonic R actually, made me realize how unappreciative I've been of the game's soundtrack. All of the songs in this game are pretty good bangers, honestly. If I were to choose just one of the songs from the game, it would definitely be this one. Yeah, sure. Does it fit a racing game? No, but honestly, I think that it fits this era of Sonic pretty well. Plus, it just can't stop. Come on. Come on, you know I had to put this somewhere on the list. Unleashed is probably one of my favorite games in this series. I know, hot take, haha. This song just really represents the game pretty well. Performed by the band Bowling for Soup was also performed some other songs from your childhood. This song really just made me teary-eyed, especially after seeing Chip carry Sonic back to the planet as he seals himself alongside Dark Gaia, and leaving a ring as a memento for Sonic to remember him for, a special ring. I do wish the ring became a core part of his design, but you know, the writers just don't know the meaning of coherency even if it slapped them in the face. But I digress. The song just feels so carefree. And after Sonic picks up the ring, he takes a long jog, treading the earth while Tails follows behind him, the tornado, whilst wearing the ring that Chip left. Probably one of my favorite endings in this series, that just honestly makes me respect Chip a lot as a character, and this song just is perfect for the ending mood, honestly, especially for a big adventure like Unleashed.
It's always been inside of me. Now I feel so free.
enough for a potentially controversial pick, I think. I don't know, to be honest. I won't lie, you can kill me for this, but I think Sonic with a sword is kinda badass. I don't remember much of Black Knight, but I do remember loving it when I was a kid. Especially the story. It's probably the last Sonic game to truly take itself seriously and have an engaging story. This song shows that pretty damn well. Although I don't have much to say about the game itself, the song slashes in a sharp number 8 for pure badassery, and the surprisingly poetic at times lyrics. I will be your shining star. I'm here to conquer fear. Judging by the beginning, I think you already know what song goes here. The first game to really put the main genre of music of the series to this day is defined by, and what a banger to open with. If I did a music tier list that wasn't just vocal tracks, honestly, a good chunk of the songs would probably be from the adventure games. But maybe another time. This was also the debut of the band that became popular from producing this game's music, Crush 40. There could not be a better fit for the series than them. They just nailed the setting and mood of these games perfectly, and Open Your Heart is no exception. A song that encapsulates the feeling of an otherworldly foe causing havoc amongst the city of Lost Hope by drowning it. However that feels like, yes. But anyways, Open Your Heart opened my heart. It has introduced me and a lot of others to a genre of rock we'll never forget. I see the chaos with everyone. Who are we? What can we do? You and I are the same in the way that we have our own styles. The next two songs, I've been having trouble deciphering which one should be ahead of the other. After thinking about it, this is where I think they belong. This is one song that doesn't talk about much within the community, and I'm not sure why. It's fucking badass, dude. Of course, with me is from the final boss of Sonic and the Black Knight. And talk about an ender, this song is about Merlina's thoughts and how they conflict with Sonic's way of things. Not to mention this is probably one of Sonic's coolest super forms, so happy by the way. All in all, I think this is very deserving of number 6. Okay, this could be number 1, but let me go into more detail here. This song is Sonic. It shows his feelings, his way of life, his thought patterns, his psyche. As long as the voice inside him says go, he'll keep on running. After all, it doesn't matter who is wrong or who is right. And this fight isn't for anybody, only for himself. For he cannot tell what is wrong or what is right. He has to find the answer. So just place all your bets on the one you think is right. Some days this song feels like a number 1. It really just hits you sometimes. And yes, the SA1 version is superior. It has more sentimentality and nostalgia for me. The SA2 version is great too, but sometimes I just want to lay down and listen to this one. Okay, this is where my bias really starts to show. Why don't these guys have their own game? Hell, or even their own series, like Sega, please. If Crush 4 is another concert, I want to hear them play this jam. I'd kill to hear the crowd yell, Team Chaotix. This song really hypes me up whenever I play this team in Heroes, even though they have some of the most interesting stages in Heroes. This theme is just too kick-ass for me to even care. Of course, only the most cool Sonic characters deserve a theme of this caliber. As you can already tell, this is probably going to be the part where people are really going to start disagreeing with me. And you know what? That's fine. I will admit I have a great fondness for Sonic Heroes because it's my favorite Sonic game, but I cannot deny that this shit slaps. Not sure if this one is controversial or not, but here goes nothing. Wow, Sonic's hype man for this song is sick. And I don't care how cheesy this may be, you're playing a Sonic game, there is going to be cheese somewhere in there. This song not only brings me nostalgia for this game, but in internet culture in general. Countless AMVs and fan projects using this heavy hitter, probably one of Sonic's most iconic outings, whether for better or for worse. I'm happy this game happened, you know. Sometimes it takes reaching rock bottom to get back up to the top. Even though I personally don't think this game is even close to being as bad as people say, perhaps that's for another video. The Zebrahead version is my favorite version of the song, but the original just feels too iconic to not feature here. This is another song that honestly could be number one, but alas, the next two are my personal favorites from the series. Okay, I'm probably gonna get her for this pick, but let me explain. Yes, it is ranked this high. Your eyes are not deceiving you, but I promise I have a good explanation for this. This song really means a lot to me. When I was younger, me and my sister were massive Sonic fans, and I mean massive. I mean, I still am, but anyways, every day, we'd get online to watch Sonic fan content and play Sonic fan games in Game Ninja. When it came to the console games, however, she just watched me play them, since she herself was never really all that great at them. But one day she decided to play Sonic Heroes with me. She picked Team Rose, and whenever she would need help, I'd be there helping her out. However, I did not want to take over the controller. She did every level, even the final boss, all by herself. For the first time, she completed the game. You both popped off as she laid the final hit on Dr. Eggman, and I just remember sitting next to her as the credits roll and this tune playing. We did not say a word, we just sat there looking at the credits. This song really holds a special place in my heart because of this moment it provided us, especially now that I've moved and cannot see her often anymore. We've both gotten our own lives. Ever since then, this jam has always been a sleeper hit for me in the community. Something I listen to even when the boys are around. It's also made me appreciate Amy as a character alongside Big and Cream, and hope Sega continues to use these guys more, and maybe get them more included within the story of the future Sonic games.
Like fruits on a movie screen, you're the star of my scene. You live on the edge of the night.
Well, as you know, we're reaching our number one pick. But before that, here are some honorable mentions that just barely did not make the list. I Am All of Me. A great banger, but I feel as if I'd rather just listen to the other main themes than this one. Never Turn Back. A great ending theme to a rather interesting game. I think maybe if I like Shadow the Hedgehog more, I'd love this theme more than I probably should. Yes, I mean the game, not the character. The character's amazing. Live and Learn. Yes, this is an honorable mention. In all honesty, this just barely didn't make the top 10. Yes, I respect the song a lot for practically being the Sonic rock song that everyone knows, but it just isn't my favorite.
Can you feel life moving through your mind?
Supporting Me. Technically this has vocals, but they're not really prevalent within the song, nor are they the main meat of the song, I feel. If this were not only a vocal track list, this song would be top 10 for free. Fly in the Freedom. Similar to It Doesn't Matter, I had to be in a certain mood when I listened to this. However, overall, it's still a great song that just barely did not make the top 10 either. All Hail Shadow. Another one that just could not make the top 10 by a couple of inches. I prefer Crush 40's version of this, one of the most badass songs in the series, honestly. Believe in Myself, Sonic Adventure 2 version. The perfect theme for Tails and his character development throughout the adventure games, for those sidekicks that want to prove they can be more than that.
When all alone in my chair, I just go about with...
You can do anything. This is a Toot Sonic Warrior. Anyways, another banger that I honestly prefer over Sonic Boom. So yeah, don't at me.
The power is in your mind to seek the planet to conquer Taya.
Infinite's theme. Even though I personally think Forces is one of the weakest Sonic games in recent time, especially in the OST department, after listening to this theme again, I'm honestly shocked this wasn't one of the things I remembered after playing Forces. Sonic Speed Riders. Can I just say that I really love the original Sonic Riders, one of my favorite racing games, and one of my favorite OSTs in the series. Now that all of the honorable mentions are out of the way, let's get into number 1. Nah, I'm kidding. Here's the real number 1. What can I say? The best song in Sonic history here, and one of the most epic final bosses in history. Final boss music is usually used to show how powerful the final boss is. This song however says fuck that, get that ass over here, and let me show you what I'm made of. The best part is that you could use this for either Metal Sonic's or Sonic's point of view. This is not only my favorite, but it's also Crush 40's favorite song, and is made for the series. I just have no words. Just listen to this beauty.
Who I am and what I'm here for. Trying to reach inside of me, trying to gain my energy. Let me show you just what I'm made of. Simple curiosity, trying to take a bite of me.
that's my list. Of course, there are many other songs out there I didn't mention, but hey, maybe another time I can make a list or something. I wanted to experiment a bit more with this channel than just post crappy mashups. Maybe get to know some of you peeps better, even though I don't really have any subscribers. Or anyone that may view this channel, but oh well. Made this an all good fun anyways. If you had a much different list than I did, then I wouldn't mind hearing your thoughts in the comments below. I don't know how to end a video, so thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a divine day. Au revoir.